after a surprising outcome in India's 2024 election, where the Hindu nationalist Prime Minister Narendra Modi did not secure an outright parliamentary majority. There were high hopes for reduced religious extremism. However, Modi's right-wing Bharatiya Janata Party (BJP) secured a third term with the help of allied parties and formed the government in June. Shortly after, India witnessed a disturbing rise in anti-Muslim violence, with mobs lynching dozens of Muslims. On the 7th of June, 2024, in the central Indian state of Chhattisgarh, 2 Muslim men were lynched by a Hindu right-wing mob over allegations of cattle smuggling. A third victim died from his injuries a few days later. On the 18th of June, 2024, in India's most populous state, Uttar Pradesh, a Muslim man was beaten to death by a mob. A video surfaced on social media showing individuals armed with sticks cornering and brutally assaulting him. In response to this incident, local BJP officials publicly supported the accused. In another incident in late June, a 23-year-old Muslim man was reportedly beaten to death by a mob during a cricket match in Gujarat, the home state of Prime Minister Modi. 2 others were injured in the same incident. In addition to the lynchings, there has also been a wave of riots and demolitions targeting Muslim properties across various parts of the country. But for India's Muslims, who make up 14.2% of the country's 1.4 billion population, facing such hostility is not a new experience. Since Narendra Modi first became Prime Minister in 2014, attacks against Muslims have increased sharply. Earlier this year, just before launching his campaign, Modi inaugurated the long-awaited Ram Mandir temple in Uttar Pradesh, constructed on the site of a demolished mosque. This event triggered violent clashes in several states, including an incident in Bihar where a Muslim graveyard was reportedly set on fire. Muslims were the target of 51% of violence centered on bovine issues over nearly 8 years, 2010 to 2017, and comprised 86% of 28 Indians killed in 63 incidents, according to an India Spend content analysis of the English media. In the first 6 months of 2017, 20 cow terror attacks were reported, more than 75% of the 2016 figure, which was the worst year for such violence since 2010. The attacks include mob lynching, attacks by vigilantes, murder and attempt to murder, harassment, assault and gang rape. In 2 attacks, the victims' survivors were chained, stripped and beaten, while in 2 others, the victims were hanged. These attacks, sometimes collectively referred to as Gautanquad, a portmanteau of the Hindi words for cow and terrorism, on social media, were reported from 19 of 29 Indian states, with Uttar Pradesh 10, Haryana 9, Gujarat 6, Karnataka 6, Madhya Pradesh 4, Delhi 4, and Rajasthan 4. Reporting the highest number of cases. As many of 97% of these attacks were reported after Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government came to power in May 2014, and about half the cow-related violence, 32 of 63 cases, were from states governed by the Bharatiya Janata Party (BJP). When the attacks were reported, revealed our analysis of violence recorded until the 25th of June. 2017. Of the 28 Indians who died over the 7-year period, 24 were Muslim, or 86%. As many as 124 people were also injured in these attacks. More than half, 52%, of these attacks were based on rumors. Our analysis found national or state crime data do not distinguish general violence from cow-related attacks and lynchings, so the India Spend database is the first such statistical perspective to a growing national debate over such violence. Akhlaq Ahmed, Kalu Khan, Zafar Khan, Junaid. Where will the list of innocent Muslims lynched by mobs and vigilante groups stop? What is happening in the country? Why are people bent upon bringing a bad name to the country? Asks a bewildered Zafar Mahmood, Chairman Zakat Foundation, in obvious anguish. A staggering number of Indians have been lynched in recent months under a variety of pretexts. Some long list of Muslims lynched are: Muhammad Akhlaq lynched in Dadri, Muhammad Majloom and Azad Khan hanged by a mob in Latahar, Jharkhand, on suspicion of being cattle smugglers. Zahid Rasul Bat, 16. Died when a bomb was hurled at the truck in which he was traveling at Udhampur. Abu Hanifa and Riazuddin Ali killed for allegedly stealing cattle in Assam. Pelu Khan died of injuries after being attacked in Alwar on suspicion of being cattle smugglers. Ghulam Muhammad killed by a mob for allegedly helping a couple elope and marry. Muna Ansari attacked in Jharkhand following rumors of child lifters active in the area. Zafar Hussain lynched in Pratapgarh, Rajasthan for trying to protect women being photographed.